Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a super chill, super not serious, lo-fi video at 4:11 a.m. on the 15th of July 2025. Now the whole world is losing its mind and the weather is super dangerous. Right now the energy is calm and cool, and I am so fascinated by this thing right here that we are looking at together. So much going on. All right, and I'm trying to time out this video with the splashdown after the deorbit burn is complete of Dragon and the astronauts coming back to Earth. And I'm still totally tripped out by the Grok companion situation. Like, you can have her as your companion for only $300 a month. I can't afford that. That's like a car payment. And I'm so broke right now, I keep having to do a fundraiser. Oh, yeah, Store News is throwing a fundraiser right now. If you'd like to contribute, it would be super greatly appreciated. I'll leave a PayPal and a Venmo link in the information box. And I technically, I really need it. The humidity. Speaking of PayPal layoffs happened today, which is yesterday. Confirmed full teams let go in marketing, product design. Confirmed regions so far, California and Arizona. A lot of the ones did not see it coming. Multiple regions, multiple offices. That's the thing, man. As we move towards an artificial intelligence robot economy, a lot of humans are going to get laid off. And as of right now, there's no plan for it. The logical plan would be UBI. But none of the billionaires are excited about UBI. Wait, what was that you're talking about? Oh, yeah, when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, and people kind of lose their minds. And engineer Irene Cures just spotted this bursting off the sun moments ago. The sun has been very filament actiony lately. Yo. All right, things are so weird. How weird are things? At 1:09 a.m., 3 hours ago or so, I was like looking at the 7-day QPF and noticed that the yellow, which means chance of 20 inches or more of rain, is on the board. And the QPF predicts a maximum of 1 inch of rain in Texas over the next 7 days. So, this was its prediction. And the, blue is 1 inch. So it's like, yeah, you guys are done. Over the next 7 days, you're not going to get anything more than an inch. And I guess what happened? If you get locally heavy rain producing a following flash flood alert in Texas by Uvalde, Camp Wood, Rock Springs, which led us to a flash flood warning till 4:30 a.m., you guessed correct. And it's kind of like with Invest 93L, which might be tropical storm or depression or Hurricane Dexter. It'll move across Florida today, currently southeast of Daytona and showing up well on radar. Its disorganization is very apparent. Sometimes the friction of the land tightens these things up, but we will have to see how much water it will be over once it reemerges in the Gulf. Regardless, it isn't a very deep low pressure, and most guidance does not ramp this up much past a name. That doesn't mean heavy rainfall won't accompany it. So, he's Mr. Jim Cantor's like, yep, it's not going to be that big a deal, probably. But then, ASCAT Eric Webb Passover 93L shows a closed and well-defined low-level center off the Florida coast. Meanwhile, Major League Baseball radar shows fairly strong low to mid-level rotation with some prominent banding. Are we really sure this only has a 40% chance of development? No, I'm not sure, man. It would be wonderful if nothing comes of this. But it's definitely going to bring super heavy rain, probably. Look at it, dude. It looks, I don't know, it looks creepy to me. I think when it's the Gulf, it could totally reform. Cause total trouble. Grok rolls out pornographic anime companion, lands Department of Defense contract. Meanwhile, the most advanced version of the AI chatbot from Elon Musk's XAI is still identifying as Hitler. So yeah, dude, it's weird. It's wild. I would just like to say, A, I'm not a fan of Hitler at all, and B, I think real women are far superior to non-real women. I did not get to go see Blackpink in concert in LA. Oh, they'll be in Chicago in 2 days. But see that jersey that Iso is wearing? I want to get a version of that. Did they make it in 2XL? But yeah, check out the latest. So, like, the models right now are being like, yeah, at best, it's going to be a tropical storm. And, like, well, we'll see, I guess. Hey, remember that QVF I showed you a second ago? That was like, you're only going to get maximum 1 inch of rain, Texas, in 7 days. Look at this. This is after the storm popped up. And technically, I think Texas, parts of Texas are on flash flood alert till like 7 p.m. Oh, man. Yeah, this might have been the wildest weather period that we're in right now that I can remember. So, yeah, there's the low pressure that's spinning. And the question is, will it be able to reform once it moves over Florida and goes into the Gulf? I don't know, maybe. Right now, it doesn't look like much, though. And I don't know if it ends up being nothing. That would be wonderful, right? But yeah, like a couple hours ago, the Euro said that it could bring up to 20 inches of rain into Louisiana, but it's backing off that now. So yay, maybe. All right, here's Dragon heading back to Earth. It is 4:27 a.m. Texas time. I think it's supposed to splash down. Yeah, I guess in like 3 minutes. Elon's definitely good at rockets. Although I missed the space shuttle. So have you seen Superman yet? It was really good. It's a bird. It's a plane. Area of super with Axiom 4 following reentry shoots next. Mario detects signal from scorched planet. It's acting weird. Hey, maybe it's trying to sell us their version of Bitcoin. Or maybe they're Satoshi Nakamoto. Who knows? Mitch West, the icon, has now backed off with tropical development for Invest 93. There's been no uptick in guidance overnight. But remember, in the 26 places that flooded yesterday, there wasn't a shit ton of warning. I mean, there was some, but like, the weather's been weird. Thunderstorms are expected in the region on Wednesday. The strongest storms could cause damaged winds and flash flooding. Although there is still uncertainty in the exact coverage of storms and where the greatest threat for severe storms and flooding will end up being. And so there's just a lot of uncertainty in a lot of things right now. Like tariffs, who knows? While you were sleeping, They were like, hey, we're going to put a 17% tariff on tomatoes from Mexico. I was like, on Taco Tuesday? Really? Okay. All right. Wait, is that a lens flare? Is it already splashed down? Okay, maybe it's already splashed down. Looks like Dragon splashed down. Everybody's home safe. Congratulations, SpaceX. Another job well done. Here was the filament that I was talking about. That was like a day ago. Maybe I should go from like Planetary Defense Commander streams to like dancing Twitch streams. Would you guys would be cool with that? I don't look good in pink though. Poe's Law asks, why does an AI need to be this, Mr. Musk? What's the reasoning behind this seasoning? He just wants to know, how does it lead to AGI? Interesting question. But yeah, they've extended the flood watch through 1 p.m. today, Taco Tuesday, San Antonio. And they added Maverick and Zavala counties. So you had 666's earthquakes yesterday. Banda C, Maluku, Indonesia. 66. Y, Lea de Telmesin, Algeria. 6.2 in the North Pacific. China's gotten good at drones, putting on shows. So they say. Mikey T apologizes about the humid pattern, but we really seem to be stuck in it. Just very little jet stream extension southward to bring some down dry air and a stagnant Bermuda high. It's a 2-week loop suggesting we're stuck in a humid, unsettled pattern for quite a while. Yeah, so with or without a hurricane, it's going to be humid, strange, and floody. So buckle up for the bottled up humidity and a stubborn Bermuda high. That was another thing that yesterday was being discussed, at how Invest 93L could just get stuck over Louisiana or wherever it goes. And that would cause problems. But now they're not talking about today. Apparently, China just printed $700 billion, which will probably end up in Bitcoin, causing inflation in the USA. All right, that's a joke. Or whatever. So there are multiple. You don't have, if you're going to get the $300 Grok and get a companion, a friend, you don't have to get the hot chick. You can get that dude. And so people were saying that, like, the choices are for, anime, super hot anime women, or for furries. So Elon's definitely going after engineers. Oh no. My computer the screen just froze. Oh, and I didn't get to the punchline of that joke. Alas. All right, it unfroze. And the punchline to whatever the hell I was saying was, Taylor Swift on security must be very excited about the anime woman or furry options. But I don't want to imply again that, like, Taylor and Elon are a secret power couple. That would get me in more trouble. And it's totally untrue, because they would definitely tell us, right? And I'm broke enough as it is. So, forget I even mentioned it. Anyway, just 17 hours ago, she was like, you just know one of the Jurassic Park guests is there to fucking dinosaur. No, I did not know that. Not at all. I would say that the Grok companion kind of looks like Taylor Swift. Uh, I'm probably wrong about that, right? Oh man. Anyway, shout out to dogs and cats and animals. Y'all are awesome. And I guess someone could make the joke that $300 a month is a bargain for a companion, where like real girlfriends are more expensive. That joke seems like it would be tasteless. I don't know, dude. Just the whole Nazi idea was. I mean, just give. Oh, it's just 2025 is so weird. Hey, maybe it's all just a distraction. Except for the 17% tariff on Mexican tomatoes. That's real. Like, if you go to buy a tomato tomorrow, it's probably going to be more expensive. I like tomatoes a lot. Oh, okay. Hey, people who are husking corn. Nebraska joke. You have an enhanced risk of storms today. Severe weather. Letting you know. On Twitter, this lady was like, how it feels having a boyfriend. But then I was thinking, man, maybe this is just a subtle ad for Grok 4. But apparently, I think right now your only options are the anime lady and the furry. So you can't choose. You can't actually have a human male companion. So she'd have to choose one of those two. All right, uh, dating a pop star must be really expensive. If you want to date them for more than a weekend. All right, so now that it's over 17 minutes in, so like, let's say that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey's relationship is real for a minute. If it is, man, the pressure's on because like if her next album's not that good, then that will probably put heavy strain on their relationship in the future. Well, they've been dating for 2 years now. Okay. Holy hell, Kyla Scanlon is on Jon Stewart and The Daily Show. And this is a big win for us YouTubers who have under 100,000 subscribers. She has 70,000. And she's on The Daily Show. I don't know. I thought that was cool. They were vibing. Autism Capital. Mom, Dad, I want you to meet someone special. That's a crazy thing. And that like, I don't know. So I guess some people are going to use the companions to have them babysit their kids. So if you're like a CEO of a big company, you don't really have time to spend a lot of time with your kids. You just grok them their companion. And so maybe that's why they got rid of the Department of Education. So everybody could just have AI companions teach them. Oh my god, that's so crazy. But the LA show, everybody seemed to really enjoy themselves at Blackpink. They all have such pretty smiles. They're all so badass. But you could easily write a action movie where they're the four horsemen. I mean, this is just so strange. How do you feel about it, Ning Ning? And while we're kind of running in place, apparently trying to put up a experimental thingy in space. payload. It was an experimental payload. Hashtag Space China. Did you know 33% of Elon Musk's $400 billion actually came from China? That's interesting. But he did it so he could fight the globalists. Picture unrelated. And they made Superman punk rock, which I consider a huge Asteroid Fight Club win. Yeah. Favorite. And people are really going to fall in love with their. Okay, you may not believe this, but back in the day, like around 2000, I wrote this screenplay called Digital Buddy, where you had a companion like this in your phone. Although they ended up having to throw it into a volcano at the end of the movie to save Earth. But it was a comedy. And the like woman who had sold the phone to our main hero looked just like her. The world is so strange, man. Yeah, I really wrote that movie 25 years ago. Digital Buddy. It's really good. Oh, and apparently the Taylor people were like, yeah, they were saying, ha, you didn't get to go to Blackpink. These pictures are unrelated. I hope Taylor's doing well. Man, the Emiru companion's gonna sell out wicked fast. Apparently there's a male loneliness epidemic. Well, like if the top 100 billionaires and trillionaires have 100 women harem of the top most beautiful women on the planet, nines and tens, that leaves, I don't know, it screws up the equilibrium. Mario Nawfal. House Republicans block Epstein file vote 7-5. That seems weird. Anyway, everything, maybe it's a distraction. Maybe it's always been a distraction. Well, at first it was to help him get elected, and then it was a distraction. Or both. Or neither. Who knows? I'm so old. To me, Epstein will always mean a dude on Welcome Back Kotter. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, Julian Epstein. And he was a cool dude, right? Welcome Back Kotter. It's on a thing called a sitcom. You younger people under 40 or 50 might not know what a sitcom is. And then, like engagement farmers today would like post this picture of like, what happened to Julian Epstein? And be like, he got old, man. He got older. Not everybody can age gracefully. Although, if you're watching this, I'm not saying, okay, disregard. And this woman keeps popping up on my feed, and I have absolutely no idea who she is. I would say she's AI. But you know what? If there is one thing that this world has a lot of, it's absolutely drop dead gorgeous, beautiful women. They're everywhere, all over the planet, especially in Texas, New York, California, other places, anywhere, everywhere. Wait, first Grok, then Elmo, now Taylor Swift? If you could see my face, I don't know, maybe you'd be shocked. You can insert your own Operation Paperclip joke here. Yeah, but it's probably not true that Taylor Swift is beta testing Grok 4 to write her songs. She's really good at songwriting. Swift on security. Mr. Freeze's backstory about him cryogenically freezing his wife to keep her alive was entirely made up for the animated series, but it was so good that they kept it for almost every future adaptation and made it canon. Sometimes I think Marvel is too chained down by its canon. But then it's not. Because, like, they do dumb shit like kill Foggy. Why did y'all do that? She has gotten, I gotta give her credit, she's gotten better at being funny. Or at least reposting people's memes. Just get it manga, anime, Netflix adaptation. All right. Here it is. The big joke or statement at minute 25:30. So, Swift on Security is reposting this where he's like, I love Superman. And she's like, me too. And it's like, he's like, yeah, the Superman, that's his Superman. And she's like, Taylor Swift is my Superman. And what's crazy about that is, so like, Superman dates Lois Lane, who's a journalist trying to help people and bring down corruption. And Taylor Swift is dating a football player who last week was like, I can't read. or he says he has trouble reading. I shouldn't make fun of his reading disability. So I just thought, that's the difference. And where, like, Olivia Rodrigo has gotten really opinionated about things going on in the global scale, Taylor's been dang near silent since the Super Bowl. Oh. Oh. Euro package, even more impressed. Dexter threat, Louisiana Thursday. Even has some members bring it to a hurricane now. So yeah, as of right now, some of the models are saying nothing's going to happen. So this video was made in like maybe everything's going to calm down and the rest of the week is going to be amazing. But it's probably just going to be more flood after flood after flood after flood after flood after flood. And like they're just beating us down with all these crazy stories left and right. Jonathan Erdman, I'm less interested in what meteorologists will refer to in the current Invest 93L. Most guidance doesn't strengthen it much. More interested in extreme rain potential along its track. Not that it will be similar, but officially, August 26th flood wasn't from a named storm. Yeah, and I think that's been my point since the beginning, is that, like, this thing's going to bring hurricane impacts, with or without a hurricane. And almost every time models have kind of popped up a hurricane and then taken it away, around the same time zone, someone flooded majorly. So there you go. Happy birthday, Jackie Earl Haley. Bad news bears forever. But, if the world is ending, then, what would be better than a good real life girlfriend? Of course, the answer to that would be a great wife. I've had Yiso's Your Love, Your Love, Your Love stuck in my head for a day or so now. All right, I'm about to wrap this up. What a year, 2025. You remember when everybody, except for me, made a million think pieces on Rachel Zegler? I guess I did make a think piece that she's hot and she can really sing. All right. Euro Ensemble's basically unanimous on a tropical depression near Louisiana in the next few days. So, yeah, it looks like we'll get at least a depression. I still think it could definitely be a hurricane, and I still think it could go to Texas. I could be totally wrong. Hey, Green Bay, watch out. You might get flooding and some severe weather. I love you, Wisconsin. All right, it's now 5:12 a.m. If you made it this far, I hope it made you laugh at least once. And if you made it this far, Let me know. Yeah, it's spinning. It's going to be something. Hey, shout out to Ireland. And, England. You guys could get on some of the flooding fun too. It's not really that fun. All right, this video is officially over. God bless everyone. Stay cool. And I was just kidding. Taylor, Elon, everybody, forgive me. Everybody have an incredible day. And Tim McGraw, live like you were dying and enjoy every moment. Shit is strange. And it definitely feels unstable. And Mercury's about to go retrograde. We're about to get into retrograde city. And then in a week, it's Leo season. I love Leo season. Like right now, the sun is in Cancer, and the moon is in Pisces, so it's a very watery, emotional. But yeah, fundraiser. Need some miracles. All right, God bless everyone. All right, breathe. All we have is now. Relax. You're okay. But play defense. Stay cool. Make smart decisions. And do what you can to help us avoid World War III. Your love, your love, your love. Hit the button, baby.